What's up, everyone? This is the Capsule. I have a special guest with me today, Vanessa Marina.
Yeah, that's what they call.
That's what they call her. Obviously, because BC1 was this weekend, and Vanessa was there, so I thought, seeing as she's my homie and she lives around the corner, that we would talk about it together.
I'm gonna bring the dirt today.
She's gonna bring the sore throat today.
Yeah, the sore throat. Yeah, fucking bear with me.
Also, because if I start breaking down what I think of the battles, everyone's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
So they invited a specialist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're the specialist in the field. And over to Vanessa for the weather. So first of all, before we get to that, there's not loads of stuff that actually happened this week, to be honest with you, besides BC1. I mean, there wasn't really any, I'm trying to think, there wasn't really any events in the UK. Tobias finished his series of The Vault. He released his 17th video, which was dope. A lot of cool people in that as well. If you haven't seen The Vault or Tobias's work, definitely go check it out. But he's super famous, so probably you've all seen it. And then Shawn made a bold statement.
Drop the mic.
He made a mic drop statement on his phone. He dropped his phone after he said this. And everybody had something to say. Everybody had something to say. Okay, so I'm going to read out what Shawn said, and then we're going to talk about it. Shawn Plague. A thought I have had and shared with quite a few dancers from my generation, mainly speaking to the UK current generation and the ones coming after that. Guys, train, level up, dedicate yourselves. What is happening? Over recent years, some of the UK freestyle dancers have put in incredible work to achieve a high level of dance, earn their stripes and gain international credibility on behalf of the UK. The UK is seen as a force now, but there was a time when we wasn't. The bar has been set and it needs to be maintained and then raised. Dropping it is not an option. I'm still here, I haven't left yet, but what I see doesn't fill me with hope that it's ready to be passed on. Why is that? Are the next gen unbothered, lazy, unaware of the responsibility? Let me know. This message isn't me saying nobody are always putting in the work. There are some amazing people who are doing a madness in the current gen, like Jordan, J-Funk, Max, Silk Boogie, Lucia, Motherfunk, and more. And then he put, we just need more. And then he put an emoji doing this, and an emoji doing whoop, like that. So this...
I just kill everybody, but fist bump.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey,
he's like, we're all friends here.
But who am I?
Yeah. So that's what Shawn had to say, and a lot of people had comments to make. I think the main so what happened was people kind of, some of the young gen, not naming any names besides G-Man and Harry and some others, I named all the names. They said that they should do a battle of the young gen versus the old gen, and they said we'll see how we'll see if the work ethic is there or something. Basically, if they battle, then you're going to see that the young gen are there. So, and a few people kind of took it as a challenge to work harder and stuff. And I think what Shawn came back to that was it doesn't have anything to do with battling each other. Because the thing that Shawn's point was as well is that it's not that there's no one good. His point, I think, is that we need more people to be good. So it's kind of hard because there's different things that are subjective in this. So the first thing is what's enough? How many is enough people? And how many in the old gen are that are the people that he's speaking about? Is it that he thinks there's 35 people in the old gen that are repping and doing well and did all this stuff, but there's only 12 in the new gen, or you know what I mean? It's it depends how many, because then that could be argued. You could say, well, there's this, if you count them up, you could say there's this many in the gen below and there's this many in the gen above. And unless we do the maths of who you think is repping and what counts as representing and stuff, it's hard to kind of take it out of subjectivity, if that makes sense. And the other thing is what counts as a generation. So a lot of people, especially when they were talking about the battle and doing a call out, they were like everybody who's 30 and above versus everybody who's between 20 and 30 or something like that. But dance generations aren't like that, because Sonny, I think, was battling, I want to say before Shawn and Brooke. I could be wrong, but I know I was battling before Shawn and Brooke, which is super weird to say. And I know Sonny was at least battling when I first started, I think probably way before. So, and he was super young. So then Sonny doesn't count as the generation under Shawn and Brooke, and I don't count as the generation above Shawn and Brooke. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's all about when you would do it. You were at your peak and doing.
You can't do it by age.
No, you can't.
You can't do it by age. Yeah. I think from what I saw, and I want to just like give a big shout out to Shawn because he just says what he thinks, and I think like this is necessary. I think we have average.
Yeah.
Like now the level is so high outside that in UK we have okay people.
Sure.
Like enough okay to qualify.
Yeah.
Or enough okay. And the thing is, how happy are you within your score? Oh yeah, like I made top 8. Like, oh, at least I qualified. What is this your goal? Like, is this your?
But it also, the thing is, it's like there's no countries where everybody is the dopest. Even in France, which is like a strong scene, you have how many that are like you have more than average in France, let's say. But like from any country, there's a few that are like world class, and then some of the strong, even Germany, which is a strong scene, you have a few that are the top level.
Yeah.
The rest are like kind of mid level, and I think that's the way I see it is like positive, that like we never used to have anyone, even our top level people weren't in the middle. Now we have a lot of people that can go and be in the top 8.
In the top,
and then we have a few that are like going to win or whatever.
I think all comes down is to go like personal goals. You know, I see a lot of exchange in here, like I don't want to say like friendly exchange, but it's just like I want to go out there and just like kick everybody's ass. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's just like, what's your goal? Why are you competing at this battle? Yeah. What's your goal for this battle? I feel like people just like, yeah, I'm just going to go and see how I do. No, bro, you have to go there and fucking win.
But let me ask you one question though. Because I think the thing is, with Shawn talking, a lot of people assumed it was about popping and stuff, but obviously he could be talking about every style.
I think like it was like a general.
Yeah, I think he was talking general, but a lot of people took it
because
that way.
I didn't want to say this, but I'm like, you have Red Bull BC1, right? And you have an Ukrainian B girl representing UK. I'm like, where are that? Like the UK B girl should be like, I should be in there. Like, I'm gonna do the possible and impossible to rep UK. It's my country. You know what I mean? Like you can't, if I see like someone like Stephanie, like I want to beat her. It didn't happen yet, but it's coming. Okay.
We'll get to that.
Calm down. So I feel like this is like if I see Shawn, sometimes people are like, even, I don't know if this is like true or no, but sometimes when we see someone that we idolize, we give like props, and I feel like, oh, already we think inside we're not going to win. No, like you have to fucking go and smoke. I was like, yo, I respect you and you inspire me, but your time is gone. You know, like now it's my time.
But then I guess the question is there people that, because like for me, I would say, okay, like even if we take popping, right? Like you have like Harry, George, Lucia, Camille, like all of these people in popping who I feel like they're not respectful in a bad way, but like they wouldn't go against Shawn and be like, oh no, like they would be like, yeah, let's fucking, like Harry's been trying to smoke people for years. I mean, he does smoke people.
But I think also he talks about like traveling. Like outside, you know, like True. People like rapping, you know, like put UK on the map, like outside on events, whatever, you know, like really make a big deal out of it. If I'm going like to a battle, like just like share your story, you know what I mean? Like see, just, you know, because sometimes of course, like we, you know, practice so hard and stuff, you go there and we don't qualify, you know?
Yeah.
But that should be the lesson. You come home, you train harder and go.
Your throat is dying, huh?
Yeah, like.
But yeah, no, I agree. And I think, the traveling and the representing is a different, and I think that's what Frankie was saying on the post. Like, I don't know if you saw the comments, but like Frankie was saying, look, it's not just about who's better. Like it's about like you said, about the traveling and the representing and making a name and all this type of thing overseas.
Because I think like for example, this is what happened with me. Yeah. Like when I came to UK, I was like no one. And then I was like, okay, I need to hit some gems. So there was like these 2 years where I just like went everywhere, you know, and you just like you keep shooting until you hit something, you know, like people see you do these moves. But if you just go 1 battle, 2 battles per year, it's just like, yeah, you rap, you it's like, are you rapping? actually, because then you stay here, you know. I think like should be internal conflict in here, like me trying to beat everybody else because the level outside is fucking huge.
But
you know,
so also another thing to bear in mind, I think, is that when maybe what year did you come here?
2014.
Okay, so like let's say 2014 backwards, right? Like that, which is probably like a similar generation with Shawn and those guys. But it's like there wasn't a lot of battles here anyway.
Yeah,
and then even if there wasn't super high level. So it makes more sense for Shawn's generation to travel.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you could actually enter only UK battles and still do well. As in, like, you could still battle good level people. You could still train, like, it could be good for your training because we have a higher level now. Maybe
Of
not, I
course.
don't know about in breaking.
For training, I think like for training, yeah, but like then I don't know how, I don't want to say this, but like how biased it will keep maintaining, you know, like
Sure.
the level. Like once you just hit like your battles in your country and you're the dopest in your country, it's like,
But that's
who
what I
will
mean.
have
Like,
the balls
it's hard to get to be the dopest in your country because the level here is higher. Like Harry, let's say if Harry
I
only
see.
popped, like battled in popping in the UK, he's gonna battle like Breaks, Marvel, Shawn, Brooke,
like a very high
so
level.
it's always
yeah.
a high level for
Yeah.
him to battle. So I don't think that people like that shouldn't travel, but it does mean that there's less because when it was like Shawn and Brooks' generation, it's like, okay, well, we beat everyone. Where else are we going to go? I have to travel to get
Yeah.
good battles. Whereas
you
here,
have you have an
now you can.
Yeah, you have an elite. Like you can still like battle these ones because they are like even like outside they are like one of the best. No,
Yeah.
but even if you lose, like if you go outside, maybe on the eyes of someone else, maybe it's not the outcome will not be the same.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
And I think it's two separate things almost, where it's like it depends on your reason for traveling, because maybe their generation traveled to find high level battles, whereas this
Yeah.
generation doesn't need to,
Yeah.
because of them, basically, because they can we created like a good scene here, so it's easy to stay here and battle. But also they maybe in that they've didn't realize that there's a thing about traveling and representing the name. Even if you can get high level battles here, it's like we don't have as much of a country by country what do you call that, like rivalry anymore.
Yeah.
Because it used to be.
But this is what I'm saying, because now it's like all about like exchange, you know, like this. It should be some kind of like rivalry. How you say it, you know, like,
And I think
you should.
there's
like,
a lot
you
of
want
rivalry
to
in
beat-
the UK, but maybe not with other countries anymore,
Yeah,
because we
like-
have good people to battle here.
Yeah, like maybe they're like, oh yeah, like or maybe I don't know how discouraged you can be on not winning in here, and they're like, oh, outside, so I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah, if you see like traveling as the next level from the UK,
Yeah.
maybe it's like, well, I'm not going to travel until I beat everyone here.
Yeah.
And then because we have a high level here, you never.
Again, that's not a smart move.
Yeah, but also if you've never, like, we've traveled, so
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know that. Like, I actually enjoy battling in other countries. I find, you know what, I find it with pop-in the most, because here I find when I enter pop-in battles, people are too used to my style in hip-hop, so they just see hip-hop and then
Yeah.
it wasn't so good. But when I go, they never saw me do hip-hop, so when I enter pop-in, they only see like me as a popper.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do better, like I'll get through top 8s, or I'll beat people in pop-in in like France or something, like small battles, of course, but whereas like, because they never saw me before, it's like fresh eyes.
Like,
So
yeah,
for
exactly.
that reason, I enjoy traveling. But if you've never traveled, you don't know these things are out there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you just think like, okay, if I leave, I need to be ready to battle the best people in the world.
Yeah. I think that's what I said before. I think it's just all about goals. I don't go to any battle without a goal. Like, even if it's like, okay, on this one, I'm going to test my new things
Yeah.
and see how good it works under pressure, because it's totally different when you're practicing. Also, I think like we commented before, I think it was like how comfortable you are on practicing with the same people that you're going to battle.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the battle just becomes like kind of like practice energy.
Yeah, because it's like,
You know,
these are my friends. Like
Like
I know these
you've been
people.
practicing, but shouldn't, you know?
Yeah.
Battle, it's if you go there and if you just want to prove your worth, it's like practice time is over. Like I will try to, because again, for me, when I think is like, I'm not trying just to beat these people. I'm trying to beat the people outside that is practicing like ongoing days, you know? So I cannot win by this much. I have to win like by
Yeah,
this
yeah,
much,
yeah.
you know? I have to make it obvious, you know?
And you're saying like, if you travel, you're more likely to have a good battle energy because it's not your friends or anybody that you know. It's like,
Yeah, you have like totally different, like different stages, different weather that will influence how you feel. It's like
different
a whole,
crowds,
yeah.
like they're not used to you, or
Yeah,
sometimes that's
like-
good, sometimes it's bad, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I think like you learn always, and I think it's just this is even when I go abroad, now I see it more. But maybe like in breaking that I see, but I don't know. But no, actually, in breaking, UK have a lot of people like rapping. I
Yeah.
think like compared to some countries,
Yeah.
UK has like a lot.
I think
of people
we're
now.
known for
Now.
having a good level of breaking.
Yeah. No, yeah, and no, and I mean like a lot of people, like
Yeah.
number wise, yeah. But I don't know about the other styles, but
I think,
don't know. Maybe you just need to hit more, or you know.
I think so. This is the thing, right? So with what Shawn said, there's different like things. There's different points in it, and there's different things that even people responded to. So a lot of the younger generation guys took it as like, oh, Shawn saying we're all shit.
Yeah.
So if that's what you take it as, then we can have that argument of like, which generation is better, and then we can have a battle.
I don't think he meant that.
Right.
I don't think he meant that. I think it's just this is like.
But he also says, look, he also says about like high level of dance, earning your stripes, gaining international credibility.
Yeah, because you need.
So it depends on what the focus is. If he's talking about like we need more people traveling and doing well, that's a different conversation too.
Because that's the thing.
We need more people.
The it's a different credibility if you get it from your friends and the people you practice with than
Sure.
the outside.
Sure,
you know. So that's why I'm saying like in here already everybody know you. So let's see if you are as good as you think you are outside.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we put ourselves in a pedestal.
Yeah.
And maybe outside is not. It doesn't really happen that way.
100%. I think it works both ways. Where it's like kind of what I was saying before about me. I've always enjoyed popping out of the country more than in. Again, like, you know, it might be just the battles I'm happen to be going to or whatever, but like it works both ways. Like, okay, you can think you're really good or do really well here, go to France and get your head kicked in, right? Or you can do shit here and then go somewhere else and everyone's like, yo, you're sick, I've never seen you before, how come you're so dope? And it's like, oh, I'm actually all right, but you're only used to your bubble. So wherever you sit, if everyone thinks you're bad or everyone thinks you're good, it's only defined by your bubble. Whereas
because
if
this
you
is what
travel,
I'm saying.
you
Imagine
see-
if you even go outside, you lose, but someone has a jam
yeah.
and they like you and they end up inviting you. You go to the jam and then you actually win.
Yeah.
You know, because this is when you start like under your name. What did you do? How many battles you hit? Like how many wins you got? How many losses you got? You know, like you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
And this is how it happens. If you don't travel, you are not seen. You don't get invites. You are not requested for judgings or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, like jobs.
Because the battle scene is, would you say like the battle scene is like a worldwide scene? So it's
Yeah.
hard to be a part of it in just staying in one country.
Yeah, totally. It's just about rapping. Like that's why I think above all is what are your goals? Because you're not going like outside if your goal is not like is not that, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's just I'm happy to just be here. But if it is, then you should be hitting everything.
Yeah.
You know, make that little side hustle and just like hitting everything. Not side hustle in bad way, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Like we're
leads
talking
you
about
to
working in a
prison.
coffee shop or
Yes.
something. Don't sell drugs, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not what she meant. Okay, so yeah, basically, I mean, it's hard to sum this up because there's so many like subjective elements to it. But if we take like what we're talking about, basically the travel element of representing and having a name, because I guess from the generation where we were, and I would say probably me and you are similar generation to Shawn's. Like I said, I was battling a similar time to his.
Maybe me younger.
You think? When did you start? When was your first battle?
I started 2008
Yeah, same as me.
hip hop.
Yeah, I think I
Like-
started
okay,
dancing
okay.
2007. 2008 was my first battle.
Yeah, okay.
And I
No,
think-
I think he dances before that, no?
No, Shawn and Brooke both danced for a long time, but like their first battle was like they didn't battle for a while.
Shit,
Like
I'm OG.
yeah, like I think I was at Shawn and Brooke's first battle.
Okay.
But like they were already good. Like they did well, but like they had been dope poppers for a while, but they just never entered battles.
Yeah.
And then they entered and
I think
did
mine
well.
was like 2010, 11. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But this is what I mean as well. Like it depends again how you rank the generations, because they've been dancing for longer than me. but they
Yeah,
battled at the
exactly,
same time.
exactly.
So am I a generation? It's all subjective how you break everything down, and then that changes who they're talking about. Like I didn't take this as Shawn was talking about my generation at all, because I consider myself his generation.
Yeah.
But if he considers me the generation below, then he's talking to me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like you don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
so there's no real answer to it. Check the post on the capsule at thecapsule.ltn.
And comment, because I'll be eating popcorns and checking the comments.
We're all eating popcorn. That's my favorite thing. So yeah, and no, I think it's good because also like I think a lot of one thing I do like about this is that a lot of the younger generation people took it as like a challenge, which is a good thing, I think. And it's like, that's what you are supposed to do. Like if Shawn says something about your generation, you're supposed to call him out for a battle. You're supposed to like be like, all right, watch the next time.
But I think like not with the intention of, oh, who is this guy? I'm gonna shut up. Like, oh yeah, like
to prove,
let's go. Yeah, let's just go. You know, I think it's just about comfortability. Don't be comfortable. And I feel like even now when I go to like top styles like sessions, I feel like sometimes it's just like for example, I'm gonna give my example. When I went to Portugal, I was there like for 1 month because I felt that UK in here, like especially not UK, in London, there's not a lot of inspiration now for me. For me, I talk about
you
myself.
Like
it's like
know everyone. There's nothing new. Like...
Yeah, like I feel like nobody is like on the same path anymore to achieve what I want still to achieve. You know, like just some people. You know, like Stephanie. I think she is as well. But I feel like. I just didn't have like the right people around me, right? So when I went there, I stayed for 1 month, and every practice we would do cypher, you know, warm up, practice your moves, and then battle. We did 3 rounds, like 3-round battles against everybody in the room, but like proper, you know, not, and then you rest a little bit, you battle the other person, like not just a battle of like low intensity, like no, like if you're prepping for something outside, you have to bring like your best shit, even if you're tired. Like that's why I don't know also how you guys like practicing your, like how you're practicing as well, no? Like,
yeah, I think the comfortability is a thing, because I think a lot of people are practicing just by ciphering and doing like 3-minute rounds and just...
So that's what I'm saying, like I needed cipher. So when I went there, for me it was like a fresh air as well.
Yeah.
But when I came here, it went down a little bit again, you know? So I feel like you can't be in a room where you actually feel like you're comfortable and the people that you know, or you either the best in the room. No, you have to be the shittiest one in the room.
Yeah. I think, yeah. So to sum up Shawn's post, even though we can't really because we don't know exactly what he meant, but traveling is important because we've built such a good scene here. We want to it's like having a dope football team. It's like, cool, our training sessions are high level, let's go out and prove that in the fucking, I don't know, FA Cup or the World Cup or whatever, you know. I don't even know which is the FA Cup, the World Cup, whatever. I don't know anything about football. But yeah, so I think that's the first thing, is like traveling is important. I think this is like something we can take away from the conversation, is traveling is important as a battler if you want to contribute to the reputation and the standing of the UK in the world scene, because that's what it was about for a long time. Is like, we all battle each other, but the real shit is out there. And now that level is higher here, we kind of feel like the real shit is here, and it is like there's some real fucking high, like if Harry battles Brooke, it's not a low level battle, but it's like, okay, that's the internal friendlies, but we need to take Harry and Brooke need to go out and battle other people, and then everyone's like, holy shit, the UK are dope, all of them, you know? And I think there's a lot of people that are dope here that maybe don't travel as much, and maybe that's what Shawn was talking about. There's a lot of maybes. Another thing which I think you're saying which is true, is about comfortability. And I mean, it also depends. You have to decide if you're a battler or if you're just a freestyler that likes to have fun.
What's your goal?
Yeah.
Like, what's your goal?
Figure out your goal and don't get comfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting conversation.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's just see what the comments are.
Yeah, and a few people like wrote their comments back and stuff, and had their piece to say about the young, like there was a lot of people that were coming out and defending the younger generation. I think one thing to remember is that Shawn's talking about battlers, I think, pretty much. Like he said, let's see, he says freestyle dancers, but he's talking about international credibility. So I mean, yes, we have younger people who are like traveling and doing music videos and musicals and doing loads of work, and we have a dope, like, even the younger generation of like choreo dance, like War, are amazing. So I don't think he's talking about that.
Freestylers.
He's talking about freestylers, and he's talking about battlers. So he's saying in the battle scene, the focus is about going and representing and stuff like that. So when people are saying like, oh, we've got a lot of talented young people, it's like, yeah, we do have a lot of talented young people, and I don't think Shawn was saying that we don't.
Because one thing I wanted to say, because like now also I saw it like at Red Bull, it's like you can be, there's very good people in the practice room, but only a few can deliver on high stages. So it's like, even if you are the dopest one, like, again, that's why you travel. Like, that's why you rap, because you need to be comfortable on different kind of situations, and if you put yourself in different situations, not like,
and in front of different people without your friends behind you.
Exactly. So there's just a few people that can deliver on the level that they do it at practice on high level stages.
That is that's a big one for sure. But let's move on to BC1. Seeing as this is why you're here. Yes. So give us, if there's somebody, if you out there are somebody that didn't watch BC1 on the live stream,
you're a waste person,
and and didn't know what happened, this is going to be the breakdown. So give them a breakdown of like UK people, and who did what, like who was there from the UK, who did what, and like how they did, who they lost to, that type of thing. So
actually, we had, I just want to say this.
Yes.
We had like some people that competed and got involved, but we had a lot of people also that went to experience the camp.
Oh yeah.
So that thing was like it was a camp where you, if you're from the outside, if you're not invited, you can still take part.
Oh.
So you could, for example, we had like side battles like Bonnie and Clyde. We had top style battles as well. We have hip hop and popping, like 2-on-2s.
Is it like one hip hop dancer, one pop up?
Yes. We had that. And so for example, it's not like, oh, Red Bull BC1 is like, I will never be there, blah, 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 I don't do breaking. No, they had side battles. We have Break Down the House.
I didn't know that.
We had Break Down the House with Capella. So they do this at IBE, if I'm not mistaken. Normally it's like also a 2-on-2. You dance just in house music, but you have to be like, you have to do breaking and house.
Well, as in like 1-on-1 or?
So it depends on you. If you have like both skills, you do both skills, no? Like
it's just like a breaking and house battle mixed.
Yeah, like. So they call it Break Down the House. It's a concept made by Capella. Nice. So so they didn't just do this event they tried to do like a kind of a festival now.
Sick.
So again.
So who was there in all the different, like, did people compete in the other bits?
Yeah, so we had like a big girl Nat that you saw her now. You had
she was at WDSF
as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
so what did she compete in?
I'm not sure if she did a Bonnie and Clyde, but we had a few people that did a Bonnie and Clyde. Break Down the House. I'm not sure also if we had some, but like that's why I said like I'm not sure. But
there was
the ones
there.
I know that, for example, the Continental Battle, we had Europe against all the other continents, Asia, America, and we had Victor J jumping in, Sheku. We had
because the Continental Battle was Friday night, and the last chance was Thursday. So because Sheku he lost in the top 16 of the last chance cypher.
Yes, so
then he
Thursday,
jumped in after. Was he always supposed to do the Continental?
No. It's just like whoever wants.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay. First day, Thursday, we had last chance cipher. So everybody that won the qualifiers, you go there. I just want to explain this because not many people understand. So whoever wins that qualifier doesn't necessarily mean they go straight to top 8 on the stage, because many people text like, oh, where are you? Like, no. So you go there. All the winners of the qualifier, for example, of their countries, like 30, I think it was around 30. You go there, you qualify again for top 16. So you have a top 16 out of all these qualifiers that happen.
Oh, so there's a prelim.
Yes, so there's the prelim.
Oh,
so you can win your country and go there, do a 30 seconds round for pre-selection, and you don't pass.
So okay, so if you saw the Red Bull UK cipher, Sheku won the B-boys and Stephanie won the B-girls. So what Vanessa is saying is like, all of the ciphers around the world, all the different countries, fucking Poland, France, wherever, all of their winners went and did another prelim
Yes.
to choose the top 16.
16. Yes.
And out of that,
And out of that, you go until top 8, and who qualifies for for semifinals?
right?
So 4 people,
Yeah.
4 spots. These 4 people go to the stage
with
So-
the 12 invites.
Exactly, with the 12 invites. So
shit.
you have 16. Your goal was to just do 2 rounds, two battles, 2 rounds each.
Mm-hmm.
So top 16, 2 rounds, top 8, 2 rounds. If you pass, you go straight to the stage. But then they continue until final because they want to decide who is the last chance Cypher champion.
Yeah, yeah. So you, Stephanie, and Sheku
We all qualified.
all qualified out after the prelim.
Exactly.
Sick. Okay.
So we all qualified out of like these 30 countries or whatever. We all qualified. Sheku did the first round against Kuzia. He rapped so well as well. So he did like so amazing. Stephanie the same. So yeah, and then he ended up.
Who did Stephanie beat in the first?
Mary Berry, this big girl from Poland.
And you beat
I beat Ayane from Japan. For me, I was already like,
Yes.
I don't need to do anything.
Is she like super dope, like well known? Like
So yeah, she was invited for 2020 Red Bull
for the main stage?
Yes, for the main stage.
Sick.
And
So that's a win.
you know, it's like there's things like against the odds. Everybody was just like, so who you got? Ayane.
To win.
No, like
who you
no, it's like,
battling?
who you
Yeah,
battling?
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like Ayane, and they were like,
Oh, you did
just
well.
enjoy, bro. Just do your style.
I see you next year.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, hell
yeah.
no, bro. That's why I was like, hell no. You know, because again, it was like I knew that it would be a battle against power and style, and I'm not saying like she just does power. She actually like super complete. She has flavor. She has difficult stuff. She's clean. She's so dope. You know, like one of like my biggest inspiration. I saw her battling even before I start breaking. So
Oh,
for me, I
shit.
was like, oh shit. Even me, I was like a little bit scared, but I was like, no, I can beat her. What the hell? Like,
Yeah,
she been practicing. I've been practicing. You know.
Yeah.
So when we go there. Of course, I think like in this battle, creativity won the most. Like, and of course, depends on the judges as well. Maybe if with the other judges, I wouldn't pass. She would pass. I don't know. So it depends.
So, yeah.
And so it was like I think this is when I normally say that shining is more important than winning. No, because like Tana, just, you know, I could deliver like also because maybe I was a little bit like hopeless. I was just like. Maybe I will.
I throw everything.
Yeah,
like,
I'll just go and throw everything, you know. So yeah, so for me it was like a big victory, even more than maybe like not passing, you know.
Yeah.
Then I had Stephanie. Again, you know, like I was saying that I felt like Stephanie maybe was not so confident, not the first battle, but against me because I practiced with her. I saw her in her eyes, like she was just like comfortable, you know, and I couldn't play safe, you know, and I played a little bit safe. And this is maybe when I start throwing like my small power, but she did good. She went there and she qualified for the top. She practiced so hard. Like she practices so hard. That's why I'm saying like, I want to see the UK B girls shine too. You know what I mean? Like you want to beat Stephanie, you know, you want to beat me, you want to beat Roxy, you know, you have to. So just practice for that. You know? Yeah, man.
Because you guys battle was like whoever won out of you guys would qualify.
Yeah.
So because she lost the next battle, right?
Yeah. So she lost against, I don't know who she battled after. I can't remember. But
it didn't matter because you already qualified.
She already qualified. Yeah. So and then only 4 of these ones they go to the main stage again with the 12 invites.
Yeah.
So it's really, really hard to be there.
Yeah.
Like it's really
That's
hard.
a lot of shit to like for Stephanie to even get there. She did prelims in the UK. Was she an invite for UK?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
she didn't do prelims,
She
but
was
she
invite,
did
yeah.
she did invite.
But look, let's talk just like not about the winner, like about the winner of the male Amir.
Yeah.
This guy did the qualifier in his country, right? Come to the last
wasn't
chance
invite-
cipher.
He wasn't an invite in his
I don't
country.
know.
Okay.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that, but he won there. He come to the world final. He do the last chance cipher. He goes to the final of the last chance cipher against B-boy Nori from Japan. I think it's Japan, yeah. And then
He lost.
he lost to Nori, yes. And then he goes to the main stage And then he won.
Did he
So-
battle Nori again?
No,
Okay.
not the Battlefield Wizard.
Okay.
So this is what I'm saying. He did more rounds than anyone else in there. You know, he did more, and he had only one day to
because he got
rest.
all the way to the finals.
Yes.
Shit.
So he got to the final of the Last Chance Cipher. You know, so it's not like, oh, I'm good for top 4.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
out.
want.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
you can draw. You can just like maybe step out. You know.
So he did as many battles as the winner, even.
Yeah.
He just didn't win. But
Yeah. He didn't win, but no, not even the winner. He was in Field Wizard. He was chilling the whole weekend.
No, I
until
mean
Saturday.
the winner of the Last Chance Cipher.
Yeah.
He did this, even if he got to the
Yeah,
finals,
yeah.
he did the same amount of rounds as them.
Yes.
And then the
but
whole
Nodi,
extra.
Nodi lost first round.
Yeah.
And then Amir continued.
Damn.
The same thing for the girl, Vavi from Russia. She went to the finals. So she did more rounds than anybody else in there.
This is
you know,
crazy.
logistics was invited. She was
that's-
chilling the whole weekend.
That's like if you think prelims in your country, then
Prelims in there.
3 battles or whatever to get to the, what is it, like 16,
Yes.
8, 4
So
final.
no, it's 5 rounds until you qualify, because it's like pre-selection,
Yeah,
a top 16,
yeah.
and top 8.
Yeah.
So 5 rounds.
In your country, then prelims in the thing,
Same
then
thing,
another
like
5 rounds.
Yes, like
Then the
yeah.
final battle.
Oh, in their country, maybe sometimes they do top 16.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's maybe more.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Like maybe like 7 or 9 in their country,
Yeah.
and then plus 5 here, and then like
This is some crazy
another
maths.
7
We need a
until
calculator for this shit.
yeah.
But
it's crazy.
this is dope.
So on Friday we had only like a few battles where, you know, the Last Chance Cipher competitors, they don't need to battle, you know, so they had like a little like break on Friday. So you have like Continental Battle, 7 to Smoke, Over the Top. So it was actually like quite nice.
And the continental battle with Sheku and Victor,
J, yeah.
it was like an exhibition battle, right?
It's like exhibition battle. Nobody wins. You have the chance to battle all this. Like you have the chance to battle your idol, so you could actually be there even if you were like, I don't want to say like nobody, because everybody is someone in the scene. But like if you're not like that known, you can just jump in.
Just to battle against
you
someone
can battle
good
like
from-
Hong Ten
Sick.
or Taisuke. Or
There was one battle.
Negi.
Hong Ten and Lilu did a few rounds back and forth. Now I was like, this is sick, but it was just an exhibition.
Exactly. But is this like you can be on the same team as your idol, you know?
Sick.
So it's
Nice.
it gives you like that little taste, you know? It's very
and Victor
nice.
did sick. I thought his rounds were dope.
Yeah,
in
he
the
did very
Continental.
well. And then on Saturday we had at 1 p.m. before the final Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay.
Bonnie and Clyde, I think then it was hip hop and popping, and then was the world final.
Who from the UK did Bonnie and Clyde?
Victor J
Okay.
with Pauline from Netherlands.
How did they do?
No, they didn't qualify, but it was
Okay.
because for this one was top 8.
And everybody's there.
Yes, so it was that one was like one of the dopest pre-selections that I've seen of Bonnie and Clyde. It was so sick. Like I thought I'm not gonna qualify because it was top. It was so dope, and I was like, for top 8, huh?
Who did
I
you
don't
do
know.
with?
Morris, USA.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was.
And Stephanie did it
Stephanie, no, because she was battling
on
in the
that
night.
What about Sheku?
Sheku did with Ayane,
Oh, nice.
and I swear to God, they were like for me the strongest duo as a partner. They did sick round. Ayane just exploded.
Did they qualify?
No.
Oh.
Everybody was shocked. Okay, it's my opinion. Fuck it, you know. Nobody, I don't care if
Yeah,
someone
like
is gonna
it's
say something.
everybody's different.
Yeah, in my opinion, there was some weird decisions in the Bonnie and Clyde. Huh? Like I'm not saying anything, but yeah, it was some weird decisions. The whole competition. Well done to the winners as well was Mini Joe and Estrella from Venezuela. They both from Venezuela, so it was so dope.
Sick.
And again, you saw like Kuzia with Killer Kim, Emilka with North Diamond.
Was this live streamed? I missed it.
No, so they didn't do it. They did
Because I watched everything. I thought I watched the Continental battle.
It should, but also the music was so dope they can't do it live stream. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the pre-selections, was so dope. It was so high level.
Sick.
And they just chose top 8.
Yeah.
So it's like just a few really like
that's dope.
so,
That could be its own like fucking. If Red Bull was just the Bonnie and Clyde, that would be sick.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking all the high level people from both.
Yeah. And again, because whoever gets like the decision already on Thursday, like for me, like I lose, so I'm like, okay, it's playing today,
everything.
Tonight, and tomorrow. You know what I mean? So so I think it was very cool. We had them also rapping. I think, I'm not sure, that's what I'm saying. We had a few more people doing Bonnie and Clyde. I know like one girl also from here did Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay.
But again, it's good also like just for experience and how you feel being on the stage, you know.
Oh, it's on the same stage as the...
It's not the world final,
Okay.
but where was the last chance cipher? Like where all the camp happened.
Yeah. Sick.
So and then we had like the world finals. Everybody just goes there, and it's dope. And then you had like Stephanie rapping UK. Like, I mean, how many people until now you had like someone rapping UK other than Sunny? Maybe.
Yeah,
in
Karam.
Karam. Yes,
Sunny and
no,
Karam.
Karam for sure in 2020. But
Who
I
else
mean,
there?
like, that's it.
That did world finals. So yeah, I'm trying to think if anybody else.
Spin go? I'm not sure. To the world final.
No, maybe not world final.
I know he had to go because he won one time a qualifier. But it was
but did he
different
do
system.
the-
It was different system. They had to do like the Europe qualifier.
Yeah.
If you win in your country, then you have like a Europe qualifier or something like this before you go on the main stage.
So like top 16 world finals has only been what, Sunny, Karam, and now Stephanie.
I think.
If we're getting anything wrong, comment and let us know.
Spin, don't kill me if it's not true.
If it's Spin, that's hilarious. She's the one that's supposed to know her. Out of the two of us, if one of us should know, it's her. That's why she's here. I went and drove and picked her up in the car just to bring her for her expertise.
Oh my god.
So if Spin qualified for the top finals and she didn't,
Yeah,
she's
no,
allowed to be
I
in
know
trouble.
that because he won.
Yeah,
won
I remember when he
so
won.
he is there for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like again, it's so hard to be on the stage that. I
Yeah,
don't
because
know
even if you
actually-
win your cipher, even if you win your cipher, you're not guaranteed.
Yeah, you
to
had
be in the
still
top
another
16.
qualifier.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you had, I remember at the time they had the Europe qualifier.
Yeah.
Because I remember like Laguette won, and then he would go like to the qualifier in
Sure.
Europe.
Yeah,
Only
that's true.
in Europe, you go
Because
to the world final.
Did LB won it as well, right? Here from here.
Yeah,
he won the UK cipher here.
Then he goes, I don't know where.
Yeah, so to the Euro. I remember they used to have the European cipher. Okay, cool. And then so this year we had Stephanie and Sunny in the final. So Stephanie lost to who?
Stephanie lost to Big Girl Ram.
In which round was it? First round.
First round,
Okay.
yes. She did very well.
Yeah.
I think she actually, in my opinion, she actually took it by this much, but it was very tight. But I think like overall, I think she would actually take it. But hey, like
It's just the judges.
it's
how they judge.
history, you know, like you had no big girl stepping on the main stage from UK, huh? So
Yeah, it fucking shout out to Stephanie because
unless
this is dope.
Roxy, because she did the first one, 2018.
Oh, she did.
Yes.
Oh, what when they first did?
Invite,
Oh,
the first big girl battle ever.
she was an invite.
Yes.
Oh, sick.
She
Okay.
was. She did, but again, she didn't. Only on this one, only the top 4 would go to the stage. She didn't make it, but she
okay.
was invited.
So yeah, so
Roxy,
it's like changed depending on the thing, but yeah. So
Yeah.
Roxy was there. On
and now
the,
Stephanie.
okay.
So props to her.
Yeah, that's dope to both of them. And then so before we go off the B girls, one thing I noticed is that the B girls only do 2 rounds and the B boys do 3. What do you think of this?
So in my opinion, if we would see big girl battle on the world final with 3 rounds, it would be super boring. No, for real. Because one thing I realized from the big girls was, I don't know if you let the name, the hype get in your head, but a lot of them, you didn't shine like you used to, I think, you know. So we were like expecting like, let's go, come on, and the energy level was like a little bit low. So I think if it would be 3 rounds, it would be painful to everybody to watch. I
Okay.
think yeah, I think also did for some of the boys, because again, you have some people that I used to shine and stuff and went there and
But I think also it's like it depends on your experience level as well, because if you're not used to big stages, being on a big, you can be
it's
dope
totally
in
different,
small.
totally different. Yeah.
If you you know, we see this the same with like Just Taboo in Bercy, like the big. It's not called Bercy anymore, but
Yeah.
if you like some dope poppers, they go to Bercy and it just looks shit because it's like you don't know how to dance on a big stage, and then the people that do really shine there.
Yeah.
And it's not one is better or worse. It's like you can have b-boys maybe, I don't know, like, or b-girls that are dope on the big stage but shit in a small jam.
Yeah.
And it's the same, the
No, for
reverse.
real,
Like
for
you
real.
can be dope in the small jams and shit on a big stage.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, it's a show, in it. Like, it's performance.
Yeah.
You also need to engage the crowds,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's crazy. You can't just go there and perform for you, you know? Like, looking down, not filling up the stage, you know, doing the little round you do at practice all the time. It doesn't work
Yeah,
like that, you know?
yeah.
So,
And so Stephanie lost to Ram, but she
Yeah.
did good, and you
She
think
did
maybe
good,
she
yeah.
could have took it.
Yeah,
But also
yeah.
we have to bear in mind this is Vanessa's friend, so there's a bias here.
yo, she beat me. I want her to lose, huh? So what the hell? Like, I
Yeah, I wish she lost, but
yeah,
she
I
won.
wish, yeah, so no, but I'm just saying, like, really,
No,
like,
that's dope. I'm joking.
really out of transparency, I think. But who am I? I'm not.
Yeah,
there
but it's
to
like
judge,
you
huh?
saying like if you were judging, you would have voted.
Yes,
for
yes,
Stephanie.
yes, yes, yes.
That's,
Like,
you know,
there was
it's fine.
some also like funny decisions, but we had like this year a lot of, probably you guys also saw, like style against
Power.
typical breaking, let's say like this, but and the style shine this
Which is a good
Red
thing?
Bull. I think so. I think
It's at least something
creativity, because it shows that, because now we're coming into the Olympics talking about breaking. I feel like many b-boys are trying to fit this criteria instead of finding their own style. So it's like you need to break a certain way to fill up this criteria. So
But this shows that you don't.
yeah, so this shows that, like, there's still hope for someone that can actually, you know, because there was
Yeah.
many people. I also saw Renegade's post, because maybe they were asking him, like,
Yes.
oh, with this judging system,
Let me read it if it's here, I think.
yeah,
But yeah, go
like
on.
with this judging system, would still like Flea Rock pass, for example, against the Shiga
took it
Kicks, for
down.
example. You know?
Yeah, so
No,
just to
it's
give
on the stories, no?
Huh?
On the stories.
Yeah, it's
finished?
past, yeah. So basically, because Flea Rock battled a guy called Shiga
Shiga Kicks, yeah.
and to make it super simple for anyone that doesn't know them, like Flea Rock did more of like a style-based approach and like creativity,
Concept, yeah.
whereas Sugar Kicks is more like power and crazy shit, right? And Flea Rock won, and what Renegade was saying is that he had been asked if the judging system for the Olympics would have given the same results,
Exactly.
rather than, because at Red Bull it was just you just pick who you thought won, right? Renegade is helping to develop the judging system. He said that it would have given the same results if it was the same judges,
Yes.
because it's not a system that boxes you into you have to dance a certain way. It just gives more transparency to why they judge that way, if that makes sense. So it's broken down in a way that you can have the same opinion as a judge that you had, but it's just you can see how and why you've broken down that, and it allows you to be more transparent with your judging, and also for people to see like, oh, that's why what parts of it I won and what parts of it I didn't. So that's what Vanessa's saying, is that even though Red Bull isn't judged the same way as the Olympics, in this way it shows more hope of like, so that people don't get it into their heads that you
Yeah.
have to break a certain way to win the
Yeah.
Olympics. You don't. You can still be dope and do style, but it's just we're going to see more transparency into how it's judged,
Yeah.
even if it's the same results.
So I think, it showed like something like different, because I think like in the previous battles of Red Bull, you put someone like first round style against like power or something, and the style would never like pass. I would say just a few of them, like when we have like UZ Rock or B-Boy Shay, you know. So yeah, I think it was like super interesting because they both went to semifinals. Nadia from Siberia and Flea Rock from USA. They were the OGs, underdogs, that everybody wanted to see them perform, you know. And I
Sick.
think they did an awesome job and gives everybody hope and this thing of meaning of your breaking. Like you can perform being you instead of just. Because even me,
Executing
I was
moves.
like, oh, maybe I should, I need to bring some power on, but, you know, but it still gives me hope to be like, oh, I can still be who I am and move how I want, you
Yeah.
know, and still like shine. So
Yeah,
that's
dope.
why,
Sick.
yeah, it was
And-
super interesting.
And then the last thing we did speak about was Sunny's battle against Amir.
Yeah.
So Sunny lost first round against Amir.
Yeah.
What do you think? Because bear in mind, this is also for people that don't know or haven't listened to the podcast.
Yeah. Sonny
was
it's like
injured.
you know, yes.
Sonny was injured for
No,
a
he
while.
came from a injury on the knee, like super severe. Like,
Do you know what he did to his knee? Because I forgot.
I actually no.
So
but it was very bad.
Sonny fucked up his knee. It was bad enough that he had to have surgery.
Yeah.
He was out for a while. Then
But this was we had it,
but his
2020.
first
He
battles
was
back were
now.
only.
Yeah, he got surgery this year.
Okay, so he had surgery this year. Came back, won 2 battles in 2 different countries, in one weekend. Then the next weekend, got to the finals of the WDSF qualifier and lost to Karam, but they both qualified to go to France, and then went to BC1.
Yeah.
This is so like 3 weeks, the first 3 weeks back after injury. So it's not bad to, like, he did fucking dope to even do that. And not re-injure himself, or, you know, like, these are all things to bear in mind as well. But
for real.
So he lost to the overall winner as well.
I think it was like, I talked to him and I was like, if you lose first round, bro, I will kill you, because he always, like, not he always, no, this is not a pattern, this is not a habit, it will change. But he haven't been like fortunate enough to pass first round, and now he got Amir. We were like the same thing maybe as Ayane with me. I was like,
because like everyone knows Amir, because I don't know Amir.
Yeah, so Amir been hitting like a few gems since like last year 2020, and he been like killing it, you know. It's like also when he'd been on the game for a while, but you know, when you start like seeing them now, it's like, oh, he's new. No, he's not new. Same thing with Lee. Lee from the Ruggeds. Because now everybody saw him grown up. Everybody, who's this guy? He's new.
But
you saw him when he was like skinny and long hair. You know, like he's the same person. You know, he did when we saw. I was like, bro, like what a draw. You know, what a the way they.
Because this is a tough.
Because he didn't know who he was going to battle from last gen Cypher.
Yeah, because basically the way they do it is when they draw the brackets of who you're battling against. They also include the 4 spots from the Last Chance Cypher. So they'll say like blah, blah, blah versus Last Chance Cypher 1.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah versus Last Chance Cypher 2. And this happened before the Last Chance Cypher happened. So Sonny knew that he would battle somebody. No, he knew that he would battle the number 4 from the Last Chance Cypher. Yes. But number 4 isn't in relation to anything. It's just the 4th person. Yeah. So it wasn't like the 4th ranked person. It was just someone. So he knew that, and then when I guess Amir did the Last Chance Cypher, then it was drawn that he would be the person that battled Sonny. So
and from the 4 guys,
he's the toughest.
Yeah, I would say man. Like Amir was or Naughty. I would say what was Johnny Fox and
I don't remember.
I don't remember too.
But he's definitely not the easiest, let's say.
Yeah, Naughty or him, I would be battle. Like, but I still believe in him, and he did like very well. Like he tried some new stuff, you know. He tried like some new stuff. He did like so dope, and he shined for sure, you know. But again, like I think also like this, like I was saying, like everybody likes also the fresh air, and everybody knows Sonny, you know, and but I think like the presence of Sonny, he went like very good first round, second round a little bit, and last round it was lower energy. So he, as a 3-round perspective, you kind of do this, so it's not good. You want to do to maintain or do this.
So if you have to have a lowest round, you want it to be your first round of 3.
Kind of, if you think you lost, if he entered first, because he entered first, I think. Oh no, Sonny entered first. No, I'm not remember. I know that Amir was always starting, so I'm not sure if that was the thing with Sonny. But normally you want to like, or either do a really, really good first round, second round, so,
and then back up.
Yeah, or either like even do not so good, and so you have energy to do the third round, like boom, you know. 4 guys because they did 3 rounds.
And in a 3-round battle, you need to win 2 out of the 3 at least.
Yeah.
So if what Vanessa's saying is like structure, and this is something that I think breakers have strategy, but we don't do this in the top styles really as much. I know some people that do because they train with breakers, but like what Vanessa's saying is like if you know that you can win the 2, but to do that you have to sacrifice the middle round.
Yeah.
What you do is you do a sick round. You chill and really save your move, save your energy, use that to just recoup and admit that like, right, I've lost this middle round, and then come back out and smoke the 3rd round. But you have to be really confident you can win those 2 rounds.
Exactly.
Because if you do that, then you're just going to lose by even more.
Or even if it's like a draw between like the first one, I'm not sure, it was like really tight. And then second one, you can see like clearly who's the winner. But then the third one, you just go like boom.
Yeah.
It's the last image that you have in your mind. It's the third round. Again, because there's no system like judging round per round. They can be judging round per round, but it's very like...
So what's the system that's run by, is it Kozen?
One?
What's the one where you judge round by round? The name of it.
Yeah, I think so. No,
but if they're judging round by round, that wouldn't work. Because like that's more about like the last.
It's more
round.
Specific. No, it's like, so if you just like sitting there like back in the days, like 2 years ago, maybe without this, or even now, you just sit there. Oh shit. It's like 3 rounds and you just watch it. You're really like, I think, influenced by either energy, if someone actually really crash bad, or like third round hype.
Yeah.
No, because it's the last thing that you have in mind. But not because of the system now. When I judge like 3 rounds with nothing, I do round per round.
Right.
Like I keep in mind what they had and try to see the points.
Yeah, it's really hard to be unbiased. I think that's the whole point of Kev's system and stuff. It's hard to be unbiased with a 3 round.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Sunny did well overall. Like, I guess it's like, it's not. If you're gonna lose, you want to lose to the winner of the whole thing.
Exactly.
You want to win,
of course,
but if you have to lose,
he wants to, and I think he will have his chance for sure, because he's a UK prodigy. You know what I mean? Like he's in the with the Karam too. But I think they will have their time, and again, like he was also one of the persons that told me shining is more important than winning.
Yeah.
So that you want to go there and shine for sure.
Yeah.
But
and I don't think anybody's watching that battle and being like, "Oh, Sunny was shit."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you lost first round,
it's
but
like
you
a high level in that. It's like we're talking high level. Even if you say this, you're whack as fuck. Like, who are you? No?
Yeah.
It was definitely everybody who was on the stage. We're talking about like high fucking level. It's like a superhero level. Yeah.
Sick.
It was so nice to see. Everything, and again, like we had like so many in the camp, so many other competitions that you should get involved in, because now this was just one thing that I realized, we don't have a lot like breaking come together with like hip hop and popping and locking. No, but we have like breaking now, like this kind of festivals. We have more top styles and activities. So I know that Outbreak, it's one of the biggest festivals in Slovakia, organized the main competition is like breaking, but you also have hip hop.
Oh yeah,
and
an Outbreak.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Yes, and popping and stuff. So that's why, because now we have some Red Bull All Stars. They all come involved. They all work together with MG.
You know what? To be honest, like just you saying that, like I didn't realize there was all that shit, but like, if I knew there was a whole festival thing, I might have even come.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think like majority of the people knew because they were the breakers. That's why you had like a little group of UK people, like Sugar Rush was there as well. So I think like that's why you need to, because it's still like a high level, and what's the name? Like good brands. Like you never know who's watching in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you get a lot of people. Who was there? Diablo was there. Hasta la Muerte was there. Angel was there,
all the Red Bull sponsored.
So it was.
They're not technically all stars, are they? They're just Red Bull dancers.
No, I think they are. Like I don't know if you call all stars.
Because is the all stars just the break-in?
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure. But for me, they are.
But
they're
all stars. They're all part
from the hip hops, from the top style scene.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, well, let's wrap up on that, because I don't want to make this too long.
You had some funny decisions though as well, I'm not gonna lie, but you have to watch the Red Bull, and then just I will be waiting for comments.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you liked this special episode, my first ever guest on the Capsule pod, where we talk about the week's updates. The interviews will continue.
Oh wait, there was a gem here this weekend.
There was?
Yes, that Karam and Kit Calvin won.
Oh shit!
So just congrats to them. Yeah.
Oh, dying.
Just take your holidays. I will take over this fucking time. I will be coming up with. I'm there.
I'm so Just Jam.
What the hell
I
happens
forgot.
here? You know what
We
I mean?
talked about it even before it
Bro.
happened. Okay. Well, this is the thing. I wasn't there, so yes, you're right. Hey, shh. You're fired. You can go home now. Yeah. Karam and Kid Kelvin won. Oh
Yes,
my god, I almost forgot that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so shout out to them. I heard the jam was really
Yeah.
good. I wasn't there. If you don't know, Just Jam is in Newcastle. It's from everything I've heard, it's like a legendary jam here. Like, everybody that I've spoke to, I say, "Oh, what do you know about Just Jam?" They're like, "Yo, Just Jam
dope,
is the shit."
A lot like more like cypher environment as well. So dope, as well. Yeah, I went there.
And shout out to I think they called themselves like the Kids or something.
Oh, they called it?
Yeah, Kid Karam and
Kid Kelvin.
Kelvin. Kid Kelvin.
Yeah.
Damn, Vanessa making me look bad out here. All right, well, the capsule is going to be with Vanessa every week. I'm going to go home.
You know, you take over and then like that's it. I will come with actually and gossips as well because this is so much going on. So if you want, just
I'm going to make a new one
and
and gossip about you.
Yeah.
Like, did you know that Vanessa said this?
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the this week's BC1 special with Vanessa. And give us some comments. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you thought of the decisions. Let us know if you thought Vanessa actually should have lost her first round. And then you can argue with her.
That's cool, but then just be ready to battle. Huh? Like
I don't want to battle anyone. Even if you thought I lost stuff.
Yeah.
You'll probably beat me too. All right. Anyway, enough talking.
It was cool. Yeah, me too. I wish this was I wish I had this idea. But I do that on my workouts, like on the
True.
After, you know?
Yeah, check out, if you don't know Vanessa, which you probably do if you know me, but check out her page, but also like her tiny room workouts.
It's for girls.
Tell them.
So just girls doesn't mean that it needs to be breaking. Girls that want to improve your athleticism, your mindset, again, because if you want to compete outside and perform, even like in big stages, I mean, like even choreography, auditions, whatever, you need to be like mentally strong. So, you know, only girls, don't give a fuck about guys, only girls, you can come to me and we just work together on the tiny room workouts.
Yeah. What's the page? The Insta page?
Tiny room workouts.
Cool.
At tiny room workouts.
Cool. All right. Check that out if you haven't, and check Vanessa out on her page.
Yeah.
She posts lots of selfies and stuff, and
my taken by him.
yeah, selfies, pictures
Not-
by me,
yeah, pictures,
and
pictures.
workout,
Yeah,
and
for
breaking videos. That's pretty much what you can get from Vanessa.
Thanks for inviting me. And
Of course.
who am I? You know, everything I say, if you know the grid, I'm like, but who am I? Nobody.
Yeah,
So,
fuck it. Who am I? I wasn't even at BC1. I'm here talking about it. But yeah. All right, guys. Catch
Peace
you
out.
next week.
And then he's on.